Good morning, Science of Nutrition and Exercise online students. We are now moving forward into week 5 of the semester. And last week, I see everybody took your first exam. So we've got one under our belt. Please note you do have 3 more of those to go over the course of the semester, so just keep that in mind. For this particular week, if you're looking at the weekly schedule, for week 5, you're reading 2 chapters, which is 9 and 10. Chapter 9 deals with body composition and different methods of assessing your body composition, looking at things like a BMI, body mass index, skin folds for skin fold calipers, hydrostatic weighing, MRIs, bod pods. So there's a lot of different ways that we can figure out our body composition to see how much body fat we have versus lean body mass, which is your muscle, your bone, your connective tissues, organs, water, all that good stuff. Chapter 10 talks about just weight management and understanding that energy balance theory of weight control, where calories in should equal calories out. So I encourage you to kind of see where you're at as far as that energy balance. How many calories are you ingesting? You're going to be figuring that out when you do your personal dietary analysis, so you'll get a good take on what your caloric intake is per day. But then as far as your output, you can go back to chapter 8, and there's a formula in chapter 8 that does have you calculate what your resting metabolism is, what your physical activity is, and then your dietary thermogenesis. So there's a formula in there that you can use to calculate your energy needs for the day. So in what that means is it's going to tell you this is about how many calories you're burning off in a day. So that would give you the other side of the scale in that number. So I would encourage you to do that. But for week 5, as far as your MindTap assessments, if you go to the week 5 and week 6 module, you'll see that for chapter 9, you've got a pre-assessment, you have your case study, you have a closer look assignment for that chapter, you have the global watch, and then the post-learning assessment. And then for chapter 10, you also have a pre-learning assessment, you have your case study, you have your diet and wellness and skill building activity for chapter 10, and then you also have a global nutrition watch along with your post-learning assessments. So those are the items you're going to be completing this week as far as the MindTap assessments. Your personal diet analysis, again, it's not due until next week, but feel free to get started with it early. If you want to submit it, you can do that at any point in time. If you go to the assignments button, and you just scroll down, you'll see the personal diet analysis assignment. So I can see that so far I've got one student who's submitted that. But feel free to go ahead, if you finish it, just put it in that into that folder. When you do submit that assignment, if you're again just looking for the instructions, go to the content button and then scroll all the way down and you'll see the dietary analysis assignment module. Once you open that up, at the very top, you'll see the first 3 links are basically what you're going to need. This first one is your food log. So that's where you're going to actually, you can just open it right up and you can type directly into that document all of your foods that you're ingesting for the 3 consecutive days. I did explain this last week, so I'm not going to go into detail again this week, but just make sure you're recording for 3 consecutive days. That's 3 days in a row on your food logs. Once you have recorded your 3 days of foods, you're going to total everything up and record that on the totals page. So when you look at your totals page, you'll see this. Okay, so everything for day 1, I want it listed right here as far as your totals, day 2 and then day 3. You don't have to put them on this part of the log. This part of the log is just showing me what foods you ate, how much of it, food group it came from, and then just some different nutritive data on each particular food item. So the totals are going to go right here on this page. Okay, so this document, you can be putting that right into the Dropbox. Also, as far as the assignment instructions, right here are your detailed instructions. Remember, you're going to be doing using the Diet and Wellness Plus that I've shown you already how to use. So make sure you're creating your own profile in Diet and Wellness from MindTap, and then you're logging in your 3 days. As far as your reports, I do encourage you to just take a screenshot of those reports for each day, and then you can just copy and paste them directly into a document. As far as the document goes, what I'd like to see you do is put something like this together. So you're going to have the paper first, so answering all of your questions first, okay? And then you're going to copy and paste all of your food logs next. And then third, you're going to be pasting your reports from the Diet and Wellness. So you have it all in one document. That way you're not attaching, 20 different documents into the assignment folder. So create just one template, put your answers to all of your questions at the very top or at the beginning. Okay, so type all your answers to my questions. And then in the next part of it, just copy and paste your food logs with the totals page. And then in the last part, copy and paste the screenshots for each particular report. That way you're only going to submit one document into that assignment folder, okay, under the assignments button. So that would be way easier than trying to attach a million different documents. So if you have specific questions about that, feel free to shoot me an email or give me a call or even stop by my office, and then we can talk about it a little bit further. So this week, again, just really your MindTap assessments for chapters 9 and 10. That's what is actually due this week. Your dietary analysis is not due until next week, but feel free, if you finish it, to submit it early. All right, have a great day.